I'm Emily Tennant. I'm here with Nikki Loy. Hi Nikki.
Hello Emily.
Thanks for having a chat with me today.
Well, thank you for coming.
So for people who are just discovering you, just in a nutshell, tell us who you are.
Well, I am a singer-songwriter. I perform all around Oxfordshire and actually the rest of the country as well. And yeah, my career is really developing, so yeah, I wanted to share that with you today.
So how did you start out in the music business?
Well, when I moved to Oxford, I had been singing already for quite some time, but as a songwriter, I hadn't really been performing. So I found that there was a really vibrant open mic scene here, and I started playing my songs in those environments, and that's a great place to start because the audiences are very supportive and very encouraging. So that started going really well, and then I plucked up enough courage with a friend of mine to go busking, and that also went really well. So I did that for a couple of years, and it was a really great place to get to know the local community. I met so many people. I did start doing it solo as well, which was kind of nerve-wracking because there were some hairy moments with a few people, but the police have always been really supportive. They come along on their big horses and they're like, "Are you okay, Nikki?" I'm like, "I'm fine." But yeah, so and that was a really great time. It made me some money, and I managed to I met a lot of tourists as well, and they bought my CDs and they took them back to their home countries. So now I have fans in South Korea and America and Canada and Australia, and it was really great. And then I moved on from that as well, and now I do my music as a full-time career.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really developed over the years.
So how would you describe your sound?
Well, in terms of the structure, I intentionally write what I consider to be pop songs. But in terms of the palette that I select my instruments from, it's a bit more old school blues and soul. So yeah, it's a kind of a pop soul crossover.
So what inspires you? Where do the songs come from?
They come from, well, I think human beings obviously are an enormous range of emotions, and I'm fascinated by that, and I try to write songs that encapsulate emotions. So one of my songs, Darkest Hour, is about depression. Difficult topic, but hopefully it's not a depressing song. But it does deal with that topic, and yes, it's emotive, shall we say. And then there's another one, All I See, which is much more about love and intimacy and tenderness, and that song I hope brings a sense of intimacy and love to the listener. And then there's Wildfire, which is just about joy and desire and happiness, and yeah, and that's got a whole different feel again. So yeah, when you're listening to my music, it's not necessarily all that easy to stick it into a genre, because I find that genres often deal with they often tend to be a specific emotion themselves or a range, whereas I just like to do all of it. It's much more fun that way, yes. It's much more fun that way.
You mentioned the track All I See, which I know is also the title name of your new EP.
It is, yeah.
Now, I have been lucky enough to have a sneak preview. Thank you very much. Honestly, Nikki, blown away by it. Really, really exciting stuff.
Thank you.
Can you tell your fans a little bit about it?
Well, All I See is it is part of a larger project, which is ongoing still. We in time will release a full album, but in order to share it with you and get it out there a bit earlier and start the interest going, we've decided to release the first 5 songs. And we have an amazing set of musicians working on this. I've invited the best musicians that I know from the area and from London as well to come and feature on this set of songs. And we've been working with a producer called Ian Wallman, and he just really caught the vision for this and has created a great sound for us. And yeah, it's gone really well.
So when's it available?
It's available on the 27th of April. Comes out online on that day, but also in order to launch it, we are having a big gig at the Northall Theatre in Summertown.
I love that venue.
Oh, me too. It's a great theatre, and it's really wonderful to be able to play music in an environment that really focuses the listener, and is comfortable as well.
So, gig to launch the EP. This is obviously not just your average show. This is
No.
a real must see for the fans.
It really is a must see for the fans. I know that a lot of my fans and a lot of my supporters have over the years seen me doing it solo, and more recently duo situation with Colin. But the vision for the whole project is a much larger affair, and so having these other musicians on board. We've got Chrissy Matthews on guitar. He's an artist in his own right. He's been doing particularly well gigging around Europe, doing large festivals, and he's blindingly good on his guitar. We've got Colin and Bence and Neem and Che and just loads of people in the band, and we're really creating a great experience for that night.
And the EP will be available on the night?
The EP on the night, actually, for those who hold tickets, we are giving it away.
Wow. Signed copy?
Signed copies.
Wow, fantastic.
Given away. So, yeah, if you're there and you have a ticket, you will get a copy of the EP.
So how do I get my ticket?
You can get your tickets, good question, from Truckstore on the Cowley Road, or you can get them from my website, which is nikkiloy.com.
Sounds fantastic. Well, I definitely want to be there on the night, so I'll make sure I pick one up.
Brilliant.
Great stuff. You are up to a lot of exciting things, I know. I've heard that you've been working with a Japanese producer.
I have, yes. Makoto Korea, yes. We're creating an album for release to the Asian market. That will feature a special reworking of my very first set of recordings from Now or Never, plus some special ones just for that market. So it's quite an exciting time.
So you're going global.
I am going global.
Wow, so exciting. So for your fans who can't possibly wait till the 27th of April to see you at the North Wall, where can we catch you playing before then?
Well, Colin and I have got a special gig at the Truckstore on the 1st of April. That's the Easter Monday. We are actually launching another little project that we've been doing.
Busy.
Yeah, very busy. Live in London EP of some songs that haven't previously been recorded either. So that's a great gig to come to, supporting our local independent music store as well. But if there are other gigs that you want to come to, there is a lot of solo gigs going on between now and the North Wall gig, and you can find out more details about that on my website as well.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Nikki, thank you so much for having a chat with me and letting everybody know what you're up to. Absolutely all the best with launching All I See. Really, really exciting.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you at the North Wall.
Me too, I can't wait.